want to. I usually don't.
Can I like hear myself back on them, or is it just for...
You will. You'll hear yourself back if you wear them.
It's not just for show?
No.
Oh, okay.
They actually work.
Kidding. I didn't even insult you.
No, I'm just kidding.
Like, this stuff works, right? Like, I'm not...
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness?
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy. I am once again asking for your financial support.
Who put the fucking cameras in this place? Oh, who the fuck are you? I'm the guy who does his job. You must be the other guy.
Gotta come up with a good slogan for them. Liquid death.
Murder.
Gives you life. That's all, man.
Murder your thirst.
Is that their slogan?
Yeah.
That's way better than mine.
Right. All right. So this camera is the Twitch. This will be live. That camera will be the YouTube.
Okay.
And we'll
You have
edit.
3 cameras?
It's just 2.
Oh, I don't know why I counted 3.
No.
Twitch is live.
Yeah. My bad.
That's right.
Will you set that up there, Jake?
Jake. It's Jake, right? Yes. Okay. It's not Jack. My friend is Jack. Not that you're not my friend. Yeah, you could also someday.
You're not my friend.
Yet.
You'll never be Jack.
Jack, if you're listening.
That's funny.
I just don't want to forget your name.
Oh, Jake.
Jake and Nick.
Yep. This thing is State Farm. You always got the little one-liner before we get started. Get going, then.
Yo.
What's up, everybody? What's up with that? I got another chef with me today. Another great episode. Thanks for tuning in, everybody on the Twitch. I really appreciate it. Y'all rock. Anyway, Armando.
Hey.
What's up,
man?
dude? Yeah. Long time no see.
I was going to say I was counting 5 years.
No way.
I think.
Dude,
at least since we
gotta be
lived in
longer
the same
than that.
house.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
At least 5 years, yeah.
But I don't know when I actually saw you last.
Yeah, because we didn't see each other much.
I don't think I ever saw you after that, dude.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, so we used to split a house like 5 years ago with my homie Jordan and my wife Kinsey, and out in Royce City. It was a sweet little deal out there. Nice little place.
We lived in, it's like a duplex house.
Yeah.
We lived on one side, and y'all lived on the other.
Yeah. Y'all were always cooking some shit up over there.
Yeah,
man.
that's all we did.
Yeah.
Cooked. We'd wake up in the morning and go sit on the storm shelter and just eat watermelon all day.
Yeah. I loved that little house, man. And
sick.
down in the storm shelter, you go down there and just chill, hang out.
That's right.
Yeah.
I used to go down there to play songs.
No way, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I never thought about that, dude. The acoustics in there.
Yeah, it's pretty echoey.
Yeah, that must be nice.
It's sick.
Hell yeah. What are you still playing like ukulele and stuff? And
I haven't played in a while,
Yeah.
dude. And I was wondering, I was like, I've seen the show and it's mostly musicians on here.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's this? I'm like the odd one out, but you also had a couple chefs on here.
Exactly. So I'm trying to just diversify and get anybody that's interesting, honestly.
That's cool.
You know, I thought, and I've been following you for
picked the
years.
right dude.
Yeah,
It's
of
weird.
course. I mean, I've been following you for years, dude. And I think all your Instagram reels are hilarious and just super creative. And
Thanks, man.
Yeah. So I wanted to know more about your journey, where it all started with food and everything. Being a vegan, still vegan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about that journey as far as getting involved in cooking and where you started.
I guess if we're going to trace it super far back, I think my interest in cooking started in college, is where you kind of have to like fend for yourself a little more.
For sure, yeah.
So I was cooking simple stuff like egg sandwiches and ramen and hot dogs, like cheap stuff. But I found that I enjoyed the act of cooking and like the craft of it.
Yeah.
And then in college, I also, towards the end, I went vegan, and that forces you to cook even more because, you know,
Right.
at the time, it was almost 10 years ago, there wasn't, like, the products were, like, emerging, but you still had to cook your own food.
Yeah. I remember back then, or like 6 years ago, so I was vegetarian about the same time. Not anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I gave it up. But anyway,
Okay.
Yeah. So I remember, dude, it forces you to cook and like expand your palate because you're limited now. You're limited, but you're not. You know what I mean? You just
You're
have to be
limited
more
socially.
creative.
Like,
Yeah,
it doesn't cater to you, the world.
Exactly. At that time. It's
At
getting
the time, that's right. It's getting way better.
way better, dude. There's so much more products out there and shit. Like the Impossible. Do you like the Impossible meat?
Yeah, I prefer the Beyond, but yeah, there's like Beyond and Impossible
Yeah.
just everywhere.
Yeah, that's really cool how they're starting to cater to stuff like that. And there's more and more restaurants coming out now.
Oh yeah, it's snowballing for sure.
Where did you get your start in cooking it? What restaurant?
It was at Spiral Diner.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so I went vegan, moved to Dallas, and then after a year living here, I applied at Spiral, and I started off washing dishes, and then on the grill, and then expoing food, and then that's where where it starts. You're learning techniques, and actually, my dad's a chef, and I didn't really learn as much from him in the beginning because I didn't want to be a chef,
Following his footsteps.
Yeah, he's like, you're gonna be this one day. I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. And here I am. So yeah, I started college and then vegan, and then working at a vegan kitchen, and then from there, just I started seeing it as more of an art form, and I guess it's like an extension of service.
Yeah.
It's like if you cook for someone, you're like doing something cool for someone, and you're nourishing them, and it's art, and then eventually it became an art for me. And you just, you dive deep. You watch videos on YouTube, documentaries, and that's really where it started.
Who were some of your big influences cooking? You say you watch a bunch of documentaries.
Yeah, so I guess my favorites, one of my favorite documentaries is Chef's Table on Netflix.
Oh, I love
Have you ever
that.
seen that series?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, and then, but I really enjoy like Vice's Munchies.
Yep.
You ever seen those?
The whole series.
Yeah, Munchies is just sick. I prefer that actually. Actually, they're just different.
Yeah, they're two different.
One's a little fancier and one's like more
casual.
Yeah, more casual, and it's real. Like I like the Chef's Night Out where the chefs, they get in a van, they drink, and they just hop restaurants.
Right.
So I like that aspect.
You've seen Action Bronson's show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
like his stuff too.
Yeah.
And Maddie Matheson.
Oh, dude, I could watch his shit all day.
Yeah, dude. So stuff like that, I'm a big fan of. That's why I like making videos like that.
Yeah.
Or I mean, not as good, but I aspire to.
Oh, they're great.
One day, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna get there. It's just slowly, you're getting up there. So I would like to get more into film. Actually buy a camera because I do everything on my phone.
Yeah. So you're wanting to actually make videos and
I want to make videos
YouTube channel, or are you interested in that?
YouTube, anything really. All the platforms.
Yeah.
I want to make videos, but on a more professional scale, like with cool cameras like y'all have.
Yeah. So just making different dishes, have people on. What do you have in mind?
Everything from like cooking shows to actually just going into restaurants and documenting my experience. Yeah. There's this guy on TikTok. His name is his TikTok name is a cook named Matt.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard of him, but I really like his style because he just documents what he does. He's like, okay, I'm here at the grocery store, and this is what you could, and it's interesting.
Yeah.
And his cooking videos are cool too.
That's what I like about your videos, because you'll go and like you'll walk into Kroger or something and be like, all right,
I love Kroger.
This is where I go get my whatever for this, and then you take it home, you're preparing it, and then you into the video you got a whole meal.
Exactly.
It's a cool process.
That's my goal really is to be as regular as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think about the people that don't have time or money to go to like a farmer's market and make a raw vegan 12-step meal. It's just like I just go get a can of beans, and with the right seasoning and veggies, you can make a taco.
See, I was telling somebody the other day, you can do anything with a can of beans.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cowboys had it right.
Right.
Like not the football team.
So tell me about your experience with Spiral closing recently. Were you involved at all, or did you?
No, that was after my time, but I heard it was just the Dallas location.
Mm-hmm.
So they still have other ones, but it was, that's where I started.
Right.
So it was meaningful, when it closed. It had some impact.
That's where you got your start.
That's where I got my start.
Yeah.
That's where I met a lot of my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, R.I.P.
All right.
Dallas Spiral.
So then you went from Spiral to Zonk?
To V Eats.
Oh, V Eats.
I don't know if you ever went there.
No.
Yeah, I worked there for a year, and then I went back to Spiral.
Mm-hmm.
Super charged up, and I became the kitchen manager.
Oh, right on.
So yeah, I started off as just a cook. Left, did a year at this nice place. Came back, and then for like a year and a half to 2 years, I ran the Dallas Spiral Kitchen.
That's awesome.
It was a fun time.
Yeah.
It's a good restaurant. And then I just kind of like worked my way through different spots. Worked at Nuno's Tacos, I don't know if you've ever been there.
I hadn't heard of that one.
It's my favorite vegan restaurant in Dallas.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
I gotta check it out then.
It's Mexican food.
Yeah.
And Nuno's is named after. He's a cool guy and he's a really good cook.
Yeah, shout out Nuno's. Yeah.
Yeah, Nuno's Tacos. Y'all already know. Then after Nuno's, I went to Zonk Burger and helped them out. We started off from the beginning. We were painting walls, putting up shelves.
Oh, wow. So you got the whole experience.
Yeah, I got the whole experience. I had one of the owners, I had worked with her at Spiral. So that's how we knew each other.
Oh, right on.
And then after a year at Zonk, another good restaurant. Y'all should check out Zonk Burger in Fort Worth.
Yeah, it looks great, honestly.
Yeah, it's really quality stuff. Second favorite restaurant in DFW.
Right on.
So after a year of doing that, I decided that I want more. I want to expand my horizons. I want to work in fine dining kitchens.
Yeah, right.
And there's not a lot of that here. And so I have a cousin in New York, and she's like, you should come up here. You'd really love the city.
Okay.
There's like
so
hundreds of vegan restaurants.
Is that what started the
That's
movement?
kind of what like started it.
Okay.
And so I applied just for grins to Spot, and I got a reply. I didn't get the job, but just the fact that I got a response for like a pretty high-end, high-position restaurant kind of gave me the boost of confidence I needed.
With that fire in you.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I could do this.
Yeah.
So put in my 2 weeks and just heading out there in a couple weeks.
That's awesome, man. I love that leap of faith.
Yeah, it's kind of, you got to jump first.
You have to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to go head in.
Yeah.
Head first, man. So have you had experience being a line cook?
Yeah.
How stressful is that?
Have you all seen The Bear?
I was going to ask you. You've seen The Bear, right?
Yeah, it's like The Bear.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I love that show, dude.
It's a good show.
It was so good.
One of my favorite shows.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like that. It's just like, it can break you if you. I remember my dad told me that once he found a cook in the walk-in, just crying.
Yeah.
A grown man. He's like, yeah, I just found this guy in the walk-in crying because the tickets are just like.
Just having a breakdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's pretty stressful, but I think you learn to deal with it in different ways. I learned to breathe. And I would tell everyone, I'm like, when you get just angry, stressed, just keep breathing like deep, very intentional breaths. And one of my coworkers was like, her name's Tatiana. She was like, just remember, at the end of the day, it's just food.
Yeah.
You're not dealing with people's money or their medicine or.
That's true. It can still be stressful as fuck.
No, it's super stressful,
Yeah.
but I guess, it's not as high stakes as like a surgeon,
For sure, yeah.
pop the wrong organ. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you think, so speaking on that, is a lot of chefs seem to struggle with some mental health issues and stuff. Do you think that plays a part in it?
Yeah, I think maybe a lot of things. One of the things is maybe the scheduling is working weekends and issues with partners. I've heard a lot of issues.
Yeah. I could see that. Always.
Because maybe one works the weekdays and one works the weekends, or even socially, like going out. Service industry, they go out. Turning up on a Tuesday or a Monday. So there's that, and then I guess the high stress leads to habits of substances, or maybe it just attracts a certain kind of person.
I guess I'm thinking of people like Bourdain.
Oh yeah.
He was a line chef and ultimately seemed to catch up with him. Not that the cooking did it, but
Yeah, I don't really know what it was with him. I don't know much about him, which I should, I guess. But I know he traveled a lot.
yeah.
And I think I remember him saying that him seeing like the world and seeing like the bad parts kind of like affected him.
Absolutely. It would affect me.
Yeah, he's just very very intuitive guy, and he's very in tune. So he probably just saw everything. He was like, "Whoa, it's pretty effed up."
I think so too, man. I totally agree with you. He saw how fucked up the world was and didn't want no part of it anymore.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
I can't really say.
Yeah, who knows, man. So you kind of touched on it a little bit with dating and being vegan. Do you struggle? Do you only date vegans, or is that even something you even think about?
So yeah, I used to only date vegans.
Yeah.
And
'Cause it's got to be stressful. Like,
yeah, and it's mostly like a respect thing.
Yeah.
I've gone on dates with non-vegans, and by the way, I'm open to dating non-vegans now.
Yeah.
But before it was only vegans, and the times I did go on dates with non-vegans, they would be like, "Yeah, that's cool." I'm like, "Okay, cool," and then they'd order like a whole chicken in front of me, And
Disrespectful.
yeah, I just thought that was a little weird. I'm like, cool. And they were just like gobbling down. And they're like, what? I'm like, nothing.
Well, they're just not aware of it.
I think that, yeah, it's just an awareness thing.
Yeah.
So I think if someone was like, oh, well, let me just eat this with my friends and maybe not with you, I'd be okay with that.
I know when I was vegetarian and Kinsey was still eating meat, it just causes conflict as far as like, where do you want to go eat? And that's already a struggle in relationships.
Yeah,
anyway.
it's like adds to it.
So it's just like fire onto it, and it's stressful as fuck sometimes.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is easier. It's much easier.
For sure. What kind of food did you enjoy eating when you were growing up?
Growing up, I ate Mexican food.
Yeah. That's just in the house with you? Or?
That's just in the house. My grandmas, both of them, they're really good cooks, and I learned a lot from them. My mom, she'd make me Mexican food. My dad, I grew up in a Mexican household.
Right.
So that's what I grew up eating. And even though it was in the U.S., at home it was like Mexico. So when I talk to my friends, they're like, have you had this mac and cheese? I'm like, I've never had mac and cheese.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I went vegan that I tried mac and cheese.
No way.
It was like 20 years.
So you've never had real mac and cheese, like real mac and cheese?
Maybe like at a Golden Corral at some point.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think I've ever had Kraft.
Wow.
People were like, it tastes just like Kraft. I'm like,
no
all right.
idea. Yeah.
I guess it does.
Yeah.
So that's what I grew up eating.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's Mexican food.
Mm-hmm. Do you find it hard, or do you even do this? Do you take your family's recipes and make them vegan, or you just leave those alone?
Oh, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's small substitutes, if any, because a lot of Mexican food is originally a lot of plants anyway. Mm-hmm. Some of the best foods come from Mexico, like chocolate, corn, chili, tomato. Those are all indigenous to the Mexican area. And
right.
so and a lot of it doesn't need tweaking. And the stuff that does, it's, you just, the chorizo, maybe change it for soy chorizo or as an example.
Okay, so I know this just personally about you. You have a soy allergy.
Yeah, so that was new.
So how do you go about avoiding that as being a vegan?
It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, it's already hard being vegan.
Exactly.
And yeah, I have like a soy allergy and a mild gluten intolerance.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like as serious as like someone with like a deathly allergy or with celiac.
I'm the same way, dude. I took one of those food tests, and it came back and said soy is a big trigger for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it sucks.
It sucks.
I just have to cook more. It just every time something happens in my life, I just have to cook more. College, vegan, soy-free, gluten-free, vegan.
Yeah.
So it's just like isolating. But I'm like, okay, I can either just give this up or be creative and find substitutes.
For sure.
And that's what I've been doing. I'm like, okay, if I can do it, maybe someday I'll open a restaurant catering to that. And the more inclusive you are to a lot of people, I think, besides it being just a cool thing, I think business booms that way.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Yeah, you can find your niche.
Yeah.
For sure. Do you? This is a random question I just thought of. Do you think honey is vegan?
I guess by definition it isn't, because it comes from a bee.
Yeah.
But I don't eat it. But I don't get like super upset. I guess there's like tiers to this.
Yeah, there's a debate about it. Yeah.
So if people eat honey, whatever.
All right.
I guess it's the same as like the circus or the zoo. I think the circus is much worse than the zoo.
Yeah.
And it's like cow slaughter and honey. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
Something like that.
Yeah, yeah. How do you go about ensuring that your dishes that you're making are, one, exciting and creative?
I'm naturally a creative person, so I think like that artistic, musical side of me just translates really well.
Yeah.
So if I think it looks cool, then I guess I'm hoping other people will, like visually.
Yeah, yeah.
You said interesting, right? And what were the question?
I meant to say, how do you vary it and keep it exciting?
Oh, like for myself?
Yeah, yeah.
I guess you just got to go around the world.
Yeah.
Maybe you're like, okay, maybe I'll try different countries' cuisine.
Multicultural plate.
Yeah, so I think that's the way I do it. Because a lot of people get stuck in their own culture's food.
Sure, I know I do.
Yeah, whichever culture it is, and that's fine, but that's the way I find to keep it exciting.
I'm stuck on Mexican food, dude.
Oh, that's a good one to be stuck on.
Yeah, right. I think it's just my location.
That's true. Do you like any other like Asian food?
Oh, for sure, yeah. But Mexican food is number one.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely. What's your favorite dish to cook? Do you have like a signature dish that you do?
I don't know about signature. Maybe signature dishes.
Yeah.
Plural. I really like to make tacos. You can make a taco out of anything.
Oh yeah.
And pizza. I've been really into making pizzas. Working on my gluten-free crust. And then I just like the toppings because you can really change it up. Speaking of variety,
There you go.
you can throw whatever on a pizza.
Yeah, right.
So, there's some mac and cheese and drizzle some barbecue sauce. You got a barbecue mac pizza.
Yeah, you make a big old pizza, just that.
Yeah. And it's it's fun.
That's a good way to look at it. So I see you on your Instagram, dude, and you drink coffee like I do,
A lot.
like a
Yeah.
alcoholic,
I'm-
basically. What's your favorite coffee, dude?
Kick, push, 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 kick, push. Radio, 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 radio.
Kick Push Radio, Mondays 6 to 8. You can stream it online at knon.com/now. I don't like bubbly water. Anyway, another Liquid Death ad right here. The black one's sparkling water. The white one's regular. That's my favorite. That's where it's at. This mango one's new. They're just putting all the flavors out now. Skateboarder-owned company. We're supporting everything skater-owned. What's up with that? Y'all check it out.
Oh man. I'm not too knowledgeable about like beans and stuff.
Yeah, no, I just mean like a
in
brand.
general? Oh, like a brand?
Yeah, because I see you trying all different stuff all the time.
That's true. Well, the stuff they used to serve at Spiral, I don't know if they do still, is Equal Exchange coffee. It's really good stuff. I like Oak Cliff roasters.
Yeah.
And then, honestly, I think besides the quality of the bean and whatever, I think a lot of it has to do with the way it's made. I worked at this vegan coffee shop, Tiki Loco.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard of it.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Deep
one.
Ellum.
Yeah.
And there was this barista there. His name's Efrain. And he was like legit barista. Like he brought his own equipment. And he had like a little scale and a timer. So he would like time it and weigh it.
Jeez.
And he had his own tamper. And he would like go do coffee tours. And that guy's lattes were the best. And even like his espresso shots or his regular brewed coffee.
Yeah.
It was like the best stuff. Besides having good quality coffee, I think it was from White Rock that we used there. So White Rock coffee. I think it's in the craft of making it too. So that guy was legit. So if someone makes
like
your
it.
coffee right, it's going to be good.
Yeah, dude, coffee is so addicting.
It is addicting.
Yeah.
And I
super
guess the way I justify it is like, well, at least I'm just drinking like 1 to 2 cups of coffee a day, maybe more.
Yeah.
And not something more harmful, maybe.
Man, sometimes I'll drink 3, 4.
Some people do. Some people go hard.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 2 is small numbers.
It really is. You need
Yeah.
to get those numbers up.
Yeah, I need to put my numbers up.
All right.
Soon.
I'm gonna take you into a little segment that we do called Hit or Shit.
Hit or what?
Hit or Shit. So basically, I'm just gonna name a few things, and you tell me if you like it or not, whether it's a hit to you or it's shit.
Oh, shit. I thought you said ship.
Shit.
Okay, hit or shit. And I
Yeah.
just say the word.
Yeah, hit or shit. You can tell me whatever you want to say. You can go into it. We can talk about it. What do you want to do, man?
Let's do it.
So first thing on the hit or shit list, guys. We touched on it a minute ago. Beyond Meat, Impossible Meat.
Yep.
That's a hit.
Beyond hit, impossible shit.
Okay. A little 50-50 on that one.
Yeah.
All right. How about fried food at the state fair?
Kind of hit.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I can only eat like
I figured.
one item.
Yeah, I figured that's
Like
what it
potatoes or
was.
something.
All right. How about hit or shit when people leave the whole candy bowl out at Halloween
The whole candy bowl.
on their doorstep and just let you help yourself? Is that a hit or shit?
That's a hit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's less personable, but I'll take it.
Yeah. Right.
Still gonna, maybe I'll take all of it.
I think I like when they leave the bowl out better and you just kind of help yourself, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Then you get that shithead kid who just takes the whole bowl,
Yeah.
you know. Anyway, how about Red Bull?
Hit.
Yeah, I
Love
knew
Red
that.
Bull.
I knew that.
The OG one.
Hmm. What do you mean? Just the regular straight up?
The regular flavor. Actually, I've expanded. The other flavors are good too.
Dude, I like the coconut, the blueberry coconut one.
Oh, that one's good. Hits hard though.
I love that one.
Zoom in.
Oh yeah. So how about Broadway musicals?
Hit 100%.
What's your favorite?
Les Miserables.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good one. Hell yeah.
I love musicals.
Tofu.
Hit.
Yeah.
It's good.
You
It
cook
just
a lot
hurts
with
me.
it?
Not anymore.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
Never mind.
but it's still good.
Yeah, yeah. Taco Bell.
Hit.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So, do you still eat fast food?
Yeah. I'll do Whataburger hash browns,
Yeah.
Whataburger fries, Taco Bell bean stuff.
Can't go wrong with Whataburger.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. How about diners, drives, and dives?
Hit.
Hell yeah.
It's my guy.
Hell yeah. I love Guy Fieri. All right. Last one for the hitter shit, guys. Elote in a cup rather than on a corn or on a cob.
I prefer it in a cup, but I like
Really?
them both. Yeah.
Oh, I thought for sure you'd say on the cob.
They're both good.
Yeah, they're both
I
great.
grew up more with the cup.
Really?
I think it's a nostalgia thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a good hitter shit.
Just the mound of
Hell yeah, yeah.
crap they put on it.
No, I love it. What's your favorite elotes around here?
Anything from like a small stand outside of a Mexican grocery store or the Hispanic grocery stores.
Yeah, you know your shit.
Yeah.
You know your shit. There's this place out here called Elote's Fanny, and they're just like a little
It's a little thing.
stand, like you said, like that. The best.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, the best. And they'll do it on the cup, but if you get it on the cob, dude,
I bet it, yeah.
so
Still
good.
hits.
Yeah, we actually went on like a little elote tour one day, and like
It's funny.
traveled around just locally, and hit a bunch
Yeah.
of different stands, dude. And yeah, that was the winner.
Good to know.
Do you have like a dish that you struggle with making? Is there stuff you struggle with?
Yes, rice.
Really?
Yeah, it's like the most basic food that everyone eats and cooks, but it's hard for me to make like fluffy rice. It's either like chewy, like it's crunchy, or it's like mushy.
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Like,
or
sticky.
yeah, and it's usually not like extreme one way or the other. It's like right here, and I can't
Nail it.
nail it like other people can.
Okay. I wouldn't have guessed rice. That's just crazy.
Right?
How about your overall like cooking philosophy?
Ooh, that's a good one. My cooking philosophy is I think everybody deserves food, and good food that's good for them. And then beyond that, like baseline idea is the artistic side, and I think, which is extra, right? Like making it look cool and taste extra good.
Right.
I think food is art, or can be.
Food as art.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
those-
I always think of like Ratatouille, where he's like everyone can cook.
That too. Oh yeah.
You know?
Also that,
Yeah.
which is true. If you work at it, you can really do anything.
For sure, man. When you're going through life in general, how is time for you? Do you experience time pretty slowly, or does it go by fast? Do you worry about it at all?
Just time in general.
Yeah.
I guess
You focus
maybe
on-
sometimes it feels like it's just whizzing by,
Yeah.
and in the aspect that like you're getting older, and you haven't done everything you wanted to do or that you should do as an adult.
Yeah.
So I guess in that way, I have this sense of urgency just from working at kitchens too. You're just like, I got to do this now. The customer needs their food now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe it causes a little anxiety.
For sure, I could see that. The jobs like that seem to breed anxiety and
Yeah.
yeah.
Normal people don't work the service industry. Like you got to be a little out there.
A little messed up.
Yeah, a little not right.
I know what you mean, man, and that goes back to the mental health thing with chefs. And
Oh,
stuff,
yeah.
Everyone's a little
A little
off.
cuckoo.
Yeah, right.
It's true.
If you had like a signature sauce, what would Armando's signature sauce be?
Oof. Okay. That's a good question. I don't really make a lot of sauces.
Really?
Other than salsas, I guess maybe the closest thing. Oh, you know what? Yeah. I would say it's a ranchero sauce that I make, that my dad showed me how to make.
Yeah.
Just like a very tomato-based sauce that goes on like huevos rancheros, like that style.
Oh yeah.
So like it's kind of spicy, really savory. A ranchero sauce. That would probably be it.
I like that. Everyone always tells me barbecue sauce.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone
Probably
always-
growing up, right?
Yeah. Right.
I didn't grow up with barbecue, but I love barbecue sauce.
All right, so do this for me. Highlight a low light in your life. Tell me about a low time. I don't want to know like the the highlights. Tell me a low light. Let's talk about it.
Like a low point in my life?
Yeah. What's
Oh
up with
man. I guess I have had maybe 3 major low points. 3 big ones.
Mm-hmm.
High school sucked, but I think that's like in general for a lot of people.
Yeah.
It was really sucky. I think you were there for one of them. Remember Anita, how she passed away?
Yeah.
That was one of them. I
wanna-
guess for those people who don't know, I was dating a girl, a vegan girl. She was really cool. Just light of a person. She was a light to the world, is what I meant. And she passed away tragically while I was living in that house.
Yeah.
So that really messed me up for like 4 years.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
What's that like, dating someone and having them pass like that?
I mean, it's probably the worst thing
Yeah.
because it's like the person you talk to the most, and then they're not there. You kind of go a little insane.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it was wild.
Because you're kind of getting used to each other.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
we were already like used to each other.
How long were y'all together?
Not even that long, like
Yeah.
3 or 4 months.
Oh, see, y'all were you're still in like the honeymoon stage.
Yeah.
You know.
But I imagine like death or loss of life of a loved one is probably the low point
Mm-hmm.
in like a lot of people's lives.
For sure.
So, and then 2020, a lot of things hit then. More loss of life, the pandemic, breakups.
Obviously.
So
How do you pull yourself out of that?
that's a good question. Sometimes I don't even know.
I don't think a lot of us do.
Yeah, I don't think. I would like to say like a support system,
Yeah.
just somewhere to crash. Sometimes you just gotta exist. You can't do anything extra. You just lay in bed, blanket, eat some soup.
Yeah. Just exist.
Yeah, you just gotta exist. I think that's the ticket. Is you survive until you're better.
Yeah. Just push through it. Thug it out.
Yeah, thug it out.
Yeah.
And I guess find a way to honor those who passed is how I found to cope with this kind of stuff. Is you talk about it.
Yeah.
For me, is like the more you talk about it, the more you're like, oh, look what they did. Maybe I'll make this dish in their honor. Look at this picture. Look how cool they were.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, so celebrating it in a weird way.
That's cool, man. What are you most excited about going to New York for?
Okay, so one of the things I'm excited for is going to, I forget what park it is, but there's like a park with a bunch of chess tables,
Oh yeah.
right? And just
Dude,
playing
that looks
chess in the
cool.
park.
Yeah, I would enjoy that.
I just
too.
want to get a hot coffee and a brisk morning, walk up to an old guy with a golf hat,
Yeah, yeah.
and he's there setting up his chess and playing chess.
I love that.
That's one of them. And then, obviously, all of the restaurants. There's a buttload of them.
Mhm.
And just the city itself is very inspiring because it's huge. Have you been?
No, I've never. I'd love to go.
Oh man,
Yeah,
you should go.
it's a
And
dream, man.
yeah, and we'll hang out. It's like overwhelmingly huge. It's like Dallas's skyline, but then like copy pasted.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
repeated like 100
That's
times.
what
You're
I
like-
always think of.
I was
Yeah.
like, how does it keep going?
Right.
Once you're there, you're like in awe. So I guess being in awe of the city and all of the culture and life it has to provide, I think I'm going to be very inspired there.
Absolutely.
I'm just hanging out with my cousins and friends. I got homies up there.
That's good. It's nice to have people when you move somewhere else.
Yeah.
You can be lonely out there.
Yeah. I make friends pretty quickly. I'll just,
Well, I mean, you're a nice dude, man. Yeah.
yeah, I'll just be like, hey.
Right.
So those things, really.
That's awesome, man. Is there anything else you want to toss out or promote? You want to shout outs?
Shout outs to Nuno's, Zonk, all the vegan restaurants. My Instagram and TikTok are SpicyBoy5000.
Used to be Soy Boy.
So you know the story.
Dude, I'm telling you, I keep up with you.
Okay, yeah. And that's it.
Yeah.
That's really all I have to.
Awesome, dude. Shout out Jordan, man. Love you, dude.
Oh, Jordan Feo, the
Yeah.
Crystal Root. A real one.
Yeah, real one. All right, guys. This has been What's Up With That. Thanks for tuning in. Armando, awesome chef. Y'all check him out. Go follow on TikTok, Instagram, all that shit. Like and subscribe. Y'all be you. We're going to be us.
What's up with that?
He's just like this Australian pro skateboarder,
What's his name again?
Jason Ellis.
Jason Ellis. I thought it was going to be Jake Ellis.
No, Jason Ellis, dude. He's the GOAT in my opinion, and like he's the one that inspired me to do all of this shit, honestly, and just be myself and not give a fuck about what anyone thinks.
Way
Really,
to do it.
Yeah. Just
It's hard to do.
It is. It's super hard, dude. But you have to really put yourself out there and like Yeah, so he's what really inspired me. It was just Jason Ellis.
Jason Ellis.
Yeah.
You said he's a skateboarder?
Yeah, he used to be a pro skater in like the 80s and 90s, and he quit doing that. And like I said, he was on Sirius XM for a long, long time. And then,
that's right.
Then they fired him, and he started his podcast journey. And that's why I was like, fuck, I'm gonna start my own podcast journey.
Yeah.
You know,
did he do like related topics like to skating?
Oh, I mean everything,
Or
dude.
whatever.
Yeah, I mean he had like a whole like almost like a variety show almost.
That's sick.
Yeah, so he had people on there from like people that counterfeited money, mobsters, pro skaters,
up.
porn stars. I mean everything, dude.
That's super interesting.
Yeah, so he had a whole diversity of people and just shit.
Dude, on that, there's this show called Hyper. It's got a long name. It's a Japanese show on Netflix. It might still be there. It's got like Hyper something, something, something.
Okay.
And it's about it's a documentary, a food documentary about this Japanese guy who goes and documents people you wouldn't normally see eating. And his whole thing is everyone eats. Criminals, prostitutes.
Yeah.
And so he goes to just like the Yakuza and to like he'll go eat with the Crips and you'll see where they eat in their hood. And then he'll go eat with the Bloods and he'll see what they eat.
No
and
way.
Then, and then he goes to the Latin Kings and then he goes to like this.
That's on Netflix?
Yeah, and then he goes to like the sex worker in Africa and what she has to do just to get food, to get the money to get food, and that's his whole thing. He goes to people. He's like, and it's true. It's a perspective where you're like everyone eats, like mobsters,
That's
criminals.
a great perspective.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's super interesting.
Great concept for a show.
Yeah, I forget what it's called, Hyper something.
Yeah. Man, I wouldn't expect that to be on Netflix. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, this whole podcast thing has just been like a journey in like finding out who I am too, you know? Like I've gotten more comfortable with it and like
You realize how cool you are.
to a sense. Yeah, I guess cuz I'm not trying to sound like egotistical or anything, but you know, you get people in here who don't really have much going on or personality or can't carry a conversation and it's very apparent.
Oh yeah.
You know, once the lights go on, cameras on, and then you're like, all right, showtime.
Yeah, and they're like,
Yeah.
stop up.
It happens. But yeah, I thought you did great though, honestly.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I think I just start babbling when I'm nervous.
It's good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, good babbling and just I do the same thing, dude. Like honestly, like right before every time I go meet people downstairs when they pull up, I'm nervous and just like anxiously talking to Jake, just to get my nerves like calmed down. Just anxiously talking to him, like, oh man, having the same conversation, like, oh, I'm anxious again, you know, like.
Park again, Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah, but where? Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude.
No, I hear you. No, but it's cool. It's just like talking.
Yeah. It's basically, man, just hanging out and talking.
Whatever's on your mind, just pour it out.
It's too much.
It helps sometimes, man, because this is a good point. Like before this, I was super stressed out, and then by the end of it, I'm fine.
Oh, cool.
You know, like I'm just cool and calm, and it just kind of gets it all out for me. And like, but a lot of the time after doing the podcast, like I talk so much, I don't want to talk.
Oh, you get all talked out.
Mm-hmm. So I just get real quiet.
Yeah.
And just.
I feel that.
Yeah. Sometimes my girl's like, "What the fuck? You're not talking to me. You talk to all these other people and everything. You know."
Like, I'm just spent.
I'm just talked out. Like, I hear you.
Just bring a mic out and be like, "Let's do a podcast."
Oh no, yeah, no, we're definitely gonna do one together. We were actually supposed to do one together like last week, but our guest canceled on us. So.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude, that's the hardest part of running a podcast is scheduling.
Oh really?
Yeah. All this other shit is easy. Like the editing, it's fairly
that's what you guys
fairly easy. Yeah, when me and Jake have been doing media stuff forever.
I was gonna ask. I didn't even know. I didn't really know you that much, man.
Yeah, well, back then I wasn't doing this. I was just playing guitar for Jordan.
Yeah, I knew that.
And, you know, and like.
I knew you were into media and stuff. That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah, and that's basically all I was doing. You know, we had the wood grain clothing line back then that we were doing, and but yeah, me and Jake, we've just been doing media stuff forever. Had the same media teacher in high school.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, so we just think the same. And
Heck yeah.
click really well.
Dude, maybe I'll do a podcast up in NYC.
I'd love to, man. Like, I'm actually talking to.
Bring up a mic and a camera.
Oh, absolutely, easy. I mean, all you have to do is bring this board, a couple mics, and a camera, and you're.
Streets.
Hell yeah, dude. Yep. Nah, I was actually talking to my man Gotti. He's setting up.
I saw that one too.
Yeah. Gotti's great, man. Shout out Gotti. What's up, man? He's setting up some interviews for me in LA.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
So I'm I'm wanting to get out there and talk to anybody. Y'all, if y'all know anybody, send them my way. Don't be scared to reach out to me. I don't bite. I'm really approachable.
World leaders,
Yeah.
models.
Let me get some world leaders, please. I'd like to, honestly though, I'd like to get like a comedian, someone who's like an up and coming comedian.
Oh, yeah.
I love talking to artists. All the skate homies, y'all come on. I know y'all want to come on. Let's talk about it. What's up with that?
Yeah. I'll tell my friends.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that.
Well, dude. Yeah, well, thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, you bet, dude.
This was awesome.
Yeah. It's good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you after forever.
Yeah.
It was weird. I guess with the internet, it's like
It's weird, but like we're still kind of
it's
connected.
like I saw you.
Yeah.
See,
You still
see
see
on the
him.
gram.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
like,
No, I've kept up with you since we moved out. I mean, I've been watching all your shit, man.
likewise.
Yeah.
And you're still playing, right?
Yeah.
Aren't you in a band?
I'm in a project.
Oh, cool.
I play guitar for a rapper named Gotti.
Oh,
That's
Gotti,
Gotti, yeah.
that Gotti. That's right.
So
I saw a sick photo of y'all. That's right.
right, yeah, we just opened up for 3-6 Mafia like
Oh, wow.
last month.
Dude.
Yeah,
That's sick.
it was so sick, dude. A great time. They're actually talking about doing a couple songs with Gotti. So
Okay, Gotti.
yeah, dude. Yeah, that's a little insight for y'all there. Yeah, man, there's a lot of shit popping, man. A lot of opportunities happening lately, and it's all thanks to this podcast, honestly.
It's that leap.
Yeah, and that's what it was, man. And like we were talking about, it's that leap of faith in yourself and just
Yeah.
saying, you know what, I can do this.
I mean, it seems like it's blowing up to me from the outside.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. I don't know what it feels like on the inside.
No, I mean, it definitely, from the inside, it feels like it's gaining momentum. Definitely. Just, you can look at that numerically with just the YouTube views and stuff. It's
Right.
definitely growing. And it's starting to kind of gain its own momentum, and that's great and everything. I love it, honestly. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but
Oh, no, that's good enough.
yeah.
I'm out.
No, I mean, yeah, we can end it, man. I'm just bullshitting with you. But.
If you'd like to see raw, unedited, live episodes, follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/whatsupwiththat. To watch full episodes of What's Up With That, subscribe to us on YouTube at youtube.com/whatsupwiththat.